Season 56, War number 4. Today we've matched up against Universal Stars. The bands are Kushala, Negasonic, Onslaught, Chothra, and Dazzler. My team today is Deathless Thanos, Deathless She-Hulk, and Purgatory. We're going to be taking 7 fights with Purgatory this war, and 1 with Deathless She-Hulk. This is going to be the start of a lot of Purgatory in war, because I have an 8-fight war this war, and the next war, which I just finished planning for actually. I'm going to be taking 10 fights, 9 of which with Purgatory. So this is just an introduction to what that war is going to be like. But we're going to start against this Jabari Panther on Node 7. There's actually been a lot of YouTubers I've seen taking Purgatory to war over the past couple days, so I guess I'm a little bit late to the party. But yeah, we're going to start against this Jabari here, and we want to ramp up Purgatory's souls throughout the quest, ideally to make the mini-bosses easier with specific types of utility. For the skill class specifically, when one of Purgatory's debuffs expire or get cleansed, then she is going to place a passive slow on the opponent. The reason we want this is because we have a Deathless Thanos mini-boss later this war, and obviously slow kind of shuts down Thanos, so that's going to be very helpful. Next up, we're fighting Terrax on this node 15. This node is pretty much nothing. Purgatory has 40% base energy resist, so his rock field damage is going to be mitigated a little bit. And the Cosmic Soul is not going to be the most impactful thing for other classes, because we always have the ability against Cosmics to nullify a buff when we cross a bar of power. So when we get the soul, we're going to be able to take that nullify and use it against other classes. However, that doesn't really make much a difference for anything, because I don't think we're going to be using Purgatory against any defenders where we need that nullify, except for maybe one fight on the path, but we'll get to that in a moment. So there goes Terrax. Now we're going to fight Black Panther on node 24. This node has a 30-second fisticuffs, so we're just going to play, kind of slow in the first 30 seconds of the fight. And then there's going to be a Daunted when they drop a special or cross up our power or something like that. So Purgatory doesn't need buffs or debuffs until she gets into her rampage. From there, she's going to be gaining a Fury on her special attacks. And she's going to be placing the degen via the special too, which is going to get cleansed anyway, because we are not really playing around Black Panther's cleanse mechanic. We don't really need to. So at this point, we are just going to self-power drain and then go for a special 2 as soon as Fisticuffs goes away. It does. We get the Fury buff, and just look at the damage on the special 2. I'm trying to get a Relic Intercept here. My finger missed the Relic button, actually, and I'm lucky that I did not get hit there, because he had 75 of his Matrix charges. That would have been really bad. So, anyway, here I'm gonna hopefully kill him. I don't know what I'm doing for this last 5%. There we do it, and he goes down. And so we already had the skill soul, so that fight was just to get through the path, really. So now we're going to be fighting this Storm Pyramid X on node 48. Well, actually, this is the old node 48, my bad. It's now node 33, but the old war map, this was node 48. So this has Combat Deja Vu Prowess, so she's going to gain a Prowess buff every time we repeat a light or a medium attack. And whenever she gains a Prowess, she's also going to gain an Impact Charge, which is fine because we don't plan on blocking any specials, assuming I don't push her to SP2, which I don't want to do if I can help it. And we're going to be baiting a bunch of her special ones. The Mutant Soul, which is going to be active for this fight, and then we're going to take it to the next fights, is we are going to gain a power gain buff, giving me, well, let me rephrase that. We're going to power steal the defender's remaining power after they launch a special, and then we're going to convert that power steal into a power gain buff on myself for 10 seconds. Again, after Storm drops a special. She's going to lose 66% of her remaining power, or something close to that. and then we're going to gain a power gain giving that back. So it's really useful against the Serpent mini-boss we're going to fight later. And just in general versus all of these, quite frankly. Like this Thanos is going to be helpful here. It's just a very strong soul ability, and we are going to be very happy to have that in my class bank. So now we're going to fight this Deathless Thanos on node 39. This is Rich Get Richer and Footloose, which Footloose is going to be countered fairly well by the skill soul mechanic. However, we do have to deal with Rich Get Richer a good bit at the start of the fight. Once we get our Nullify and our Soul Neutralize ramping up a bit more, it's not going to be as bad. Like here, we're going to go for a Special 3. That's going to give me a power gain buff, which is going to help mitigate Rich Get Richer. It's also going to help me keep building Neutralizes, which are going to eventually stop the Footloose buffs. And every time we cross a bar of power, we're continuing to Nullify, giving them even less buffs to have for Rich Get Richer. And you can see here, we're already back to another Special 3, but I'm going to self-power drain to drop the Special 2. He did go Unstoppable there, messed up, but the slow is active for that one. We're just spamming so many special attacks because the power gain is just going crazy from Mystic Dispersion, and the power gain from Special 3, and the power gain from Power Steal. Like, it's a lot of power gain, just quite frankly. So here's another unblockable Special 2, and then Thanos dies, and we're at almost full health. So I didn't need the Invul boost to activate for that fight, just in case he went to a Special 3. So that was nice. Now we're going to fight this Korg on node 40. This is just another example of the slow soul being really useful. I started with a light attack there, which I knew was going to be risky, but I decided to go for it anyway. Got a nice little intercept right there. And here he's going to evade. I knew it was going to happen, so I reacted fast enough. And again, we just need to play this like it's Combat Deja Vu because of Mixmaster. I know when he's going to evade and when he's not, so as long as I just pay attention, we're going to be fine. Here, I try to go for a, to counter the Special 2 with my light attack. It does not work, and then I'm going to get comboed here. I'm just kind of messing this part up, but here I get an intercept, and now we're fine. And then I can drop the Special 2. The Incinerate, as it expires right there, now we have a slow. So now I don't need to worry about Mixmaster anymore. It was really just about getting to that Special 2, getting in Rampage to get some damage over time going, and at that point, there wasn't much to worry about as far as Mixmaster goes, because we're just going to be consistently placing either a degen or a Incinerate and getting that slow back. So, heavy attack, and he's dead. Phone lagging a bit there, but there we go. 2 minis down, 2 to go. This is a rank 4 Onslaught on Hazard Shift Poison Rupture. We're using Deathless She-Hulk for this fight. Deathless She-Hulk with the Thanos synergy is immune to Rupture, and she's naturally immune to Poison. And considering the fact that she is not #metal, she's very good for this Onslaught. So here, I go for a normal intercept. He walk up, light attacks me. This is going to happen multiple times in this fight because the Onslaught AI just wanted to screw me over, I guess. But anyway, She-Hulk's traumas are going to keep him being aggressive with his special ones, which is exactly what we want because we need to keep those traumas refreshed. And I don't want Onslaught just dancing around if I can help it. There, again, he just walk up, light attacks me. I'm like, dude, just stop, bro. Like, just let me do my completely normal intercepts, please. So, anyway, 11 traumas now. That's only going to continue to go up, assuming I don't lose any traumas, which I do not do in this fight. He's consistently dropping his special ones, so at least that part of the AI is being cooperative. And I'm getting my punishes on point, so we do not have any Daunted on me, so I can use willpower healing with the Crush for a couple seconds before it goes away. Do have a lot of Narrow Shocks on me, but it's okay. The special one there is going to finish Onslaught, and we only have one more fight this war, and it's against a rank 4 Serpent on node 46. This has double the power gain, inexorable whenever I block him, and Aspect of Evolution. It's a crazy fight, and we're going to be trying to take this with Purgatory. So I am punching up because the Serpent is rank 4. I don't have a rank 4 Purgatory, as cool as that would be. Maybe it'll happen one day. But we want to get to an SP3, have a bunch of power gain at that point, and hopefully control Serpent well enough to where we don't need to worry about him going crazy, hitting me a bunch in the corner, and just eventually me dying because I can't control him. I can push him to a special 3 that will cause him to get a power gain buff from me having an indestructible boost active. However, that could get nullified, or it could get neutralized, even though the neutralize is rather unlikely because of the fact that he's going to be increasing his ability accuracy via aspect of evolution. So for the most part, we don't want him to be dropping in a special 3 until the very end of the fight, because it is kind of an RNG fest as to if he's going to get the power gain, and how I'm going to react to him after the special 3 is over. So I just want to continue to keep baiting his special 1s or special 2s. If he gets a power gain, we nullify it by crossing a bar of power, or the neutralize prevents it, which is also possible. Either way, that's going to be the easiest way to control him, is just keeping that natural power gain at bay and not pushing him to special 3 if I can help it. So he's probably got about an extra 50% ability accuracy at this point via aspect of evolution, if not higher. So that death immunity is definitely going to slip through. I kind of expected that to happen. And we're power stealing a little bit, so I can drop a special 2 here and just look at my power bar after that special 2. We're back at a special 3. Remind you, power back booster capped at like 1 bar of power now. If you dropped a special 2 and it costed those full 2 bars, you can only get 50% of that power back. So we got 2 bars just out of natural power gain at that point, and Mystic Dispersion. And we kill him with the special 3. So yeah, I'm going to be taking that fight again next war. Again, 10 fight war coming up for War 5. We did win War 4 by almost double the defender kills, which is super nice. And that puts us at a record of 2-2 so far. One of our losses was against modders, so that's cool. So we should be 3-1, but it is what it is. We'll have to make up for it later in the season, I guess, since the ban system isn't really going to help us out there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Looking forward to the next war with Purgatory. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.